Hi, good day, Ulastina. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I am great, just living every day, day by day.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
So, today, our topic is positive thinking. As a
Mhm.
positive thinker, you are able to forecast how things will be for you. When I say forecast, let's say, for example, you go to a job interview, and after the interview, you know to yourself that you did very well. You now forecast that this opportunity is for you. So you take up yourself and you go, let's say, to your store and purchase a nice dress shoe or a nice work pants. Reason being, you are a positive thinker and you already claim that that job is your job. That is
Mhm.
part of it, of being a positive thinker. That is not madness, as some people may say. That is having faith that that opportunity will be yours. And when you portray
Yeah,
that positive thinking, so many things come your way. I even research positive thinking can make you not get the cold, the virus, because when you think positive about yourself and know to yourself that your body is cleansed daily by drinking enough water, by doing enough exercises, that in itself, and you know that you are thinking positive, you refrain yourself from obtaining any viruses that may be in the atmosphere presently or to see. So, you list what is in terms of your idea of positive thinking?
I think what you just described was more like what I would say about manifestation, how
Mm-hmm.
you can manifest things to happen. And if you think about just like you said about the interview, you think in advance in a positive way how it should work out and what should be the end result and what should be your desired result. So yeah, but you're right. If you think in a positive way, I think it will definitely have a better result than if you would think in a negative way. So so in any situation, thinking positively is definitely a better choice than being a negative thinker. And
Yeah.
also what you said about getting ill, I think one important thing about positive thinking is, and one condition for being positive is that you are fully energized, that you sleep enough, you have a balanced diet, and you do enough exercise. Then you have all the energy and strength to cope with all the challenges you might have in your life. And if you add to this good energy balance, positive mindset, then you have a possibility to, reach anything. There is really no limits,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to have basis first. If you sleep too little, I at least notice that my day is really I can't I can't cope, and I also have more easily negative thinking, and if you're tired, then you simply feel that this is not my day, and it's not good to do anything anything too challenging. So you have to have you know sleep and exercise and good diet, and you have to eat enough. Then you have the strength and energy to do anything you have to do.
And last night, I could not sleep too well. The reason being,
Okay.
I'm not too sure. It's just that sometimes, normally I sleep well, but just last
Yeah.
night I got up like 2 o'clock, going back to sleep, got up 3 o'clock, going back to sleep, got up 4 o'clock. And
Mhm.
then after I said that, all right, normally I try to get up 5 a.m. each morning, to jumpstart my morning and start
Mm.
everything, on a rapid level. However, I said that today I will get up half 4. And the thing about it is that when it is you do not get enough sleep, and I say enough sleep is under 6 to 8 hours, you
Yeah.
tend to not think positive, and your whole day just throws off. So
Mhm.
getting enough sleep within 6 to 8 hours, is most prominent for you now to jumpstart your morning so that everything can function, the way that you want it to be. Um,
Yeah.
in terms of positive thinking, some people have the idea that you think positive and you talk about what it is that you maybe want in life often, and that should manifest itself. But
Mm.
I will disagree to that in an extent, because not necessarily talking about something often will make it happen. Sometimes it's
Mm.
more about taking action rather than
Mm.
just talking about it. So being an action taker in terms of what it is you want in life to develop to reach that heights, or that pillar, I should say, is more you should be focused on rather than just manifesting something or talking about it. In terms of manifestation, I not too keen on it, because I say anything that you want in life, it has someone who created us. And that person, you should ask for whatever it is that you want to achieve in life. So you don't need to
Mm.
manifest. You just have to ask that one person, which I will say is Jesus Christ. Some people might have other beliefs. I am not a person to judge, so I would leave that aside. That will be something totally to discuss elsewhere.
Mm.
So, in terms of positive thinking, um, would you say that positive thinking is being optimistic also?
Yes, definitely. I would say that positive thinking, if I say that I'm a positive thinker, it doesn't mean that I think all the time, I'm very like too optimistic, but it means also that I have confidence in confidence that life supports me, whatever happens to me, that I will survive and I will find solutions and somebody will be there to help me. And there is no situation where I would think that now I've lost everything, and I remain optimistic all the time. It's not like being too optimistic, too positive, but it's just confidence that life supports me, and there will be hope, and I can trust that I will survive and cope. And also important thing is that you surround people. You surround yourself with people who support you.
Mm-hmm.
And for example, in my case, I told you earlier that when I was a kid, I wasn't a very positive person, and I had a very bad self confidence. And since I met my husband, whom I know now more than 30 years, he is such an optimistic and positive person. So it has such a big importance with whom you share your life, because I'm
Correct.
I'm with him every day, and he sees everywhere solutions, and it's really so amazing when I follow him, how he tackles all the problems he is facing. He has a construction company, and he's dealing with so many tricky situations every day, but he's really so solution oriented, and he's always so optimistic, and he relies on finding a solution every time. So he has really taught me a lot, and he has also helped me change my view on life, and he has also made me more optimistic. So
Hmm.
that is really important that you have people like that in your closest circle.
Correct, because husband and wife is basically connecting each other, and that is one spirit. Because when
Yes.
you now have someone in your life, your husband and wife, things that your husband do, you naturally basically follow suit because it's two people basically in one. And they spoke
Yeah.
about that in the Bible where two spirits will become one when husband and wife when you get married. And
Mm,
the thing about your husband being positive is great
mm.
because faith is um evidence of things not seen. Sorry, I forget for a minute. But Nicholas here said that uh keep staying positive. I like the law of attraction. If he keep thinking positive thoughts, then he will eventually become reality. So that's
Yes,
so true. So true.
that is true.
Thanks for that, Nicholas. And back to faith, right? For a minute, I was lost there as to how I didn't get the So faith is something unbelievable because we do not see it at first, but when we take that step forward, that leap, you know, things do happen for us because it's like you walking up a stairs, but not sure how far the stairs going, but you just walking, hoping that something good will come out of it, or like you're walking up the stairs with the intention that you know um a blessing will come your way. And
Mm,
it's like we don't know what tomorrow will bring. So I just tell people I live day by day. But yes, you have a plan in life. But when I say living day by day, that you do not stress out yourself about tomorrow because tomorrow is not certain. So
mm,
when you live day by day, as the day finish, you're just thinking positive that tomorrow something great will happen. And by implementing that strategy going forward, I find that things working out better. You're not being as stressed as much because you're not just focusing on things at the future. We're not sure if these things will come to pass because
mm.
all the different things has happened. Just yesterday, a guy in our country, excavator was working on a construction site, and somehow this excavator crashed this guy, and he died. Whoever thought that you going to work, you will die on the work field? No one ever thought that will happen. His
Wow.
wife is cheering all these people, his loved ones, they might be crying out, but that's to show you how nothing is in life is certain.
Mm.
That's why we
Yeah.
should live each day, like it's our last. And when we leave home, never try to, be angry with someone in your household. Leave home, kiss your wife, kiss your
Yeah.
husband, tell your loved ones bye, see you later. So in that way now they will feel good if God forbid something happen. Because
Mm.
leaving home and you end up in a fight before you leave home, and then you go there and this person now something come and happen to them, and the last memory you got was you all was in an argument. That is not something that
Yeah.
you will be uh, keen to say. You will be like, whoa. To remember the person on that level is not nice at
Yes.
all.
Yes. You're so right. You never know what life brings to you, and not everything, not every day is dancing on roses, how they say, and we have to be prepared for everything. But I think it's also important that we realize every day um, how much from how much we can be grateful, and what is well in our life. So gratitude is very, very important. That it's a condition for being positive also. That you realize very simple things. The first thing when you wake up in the morning, actually, yeah, waking up and how you start your day is very important because it has a meaning for the rest of the day. Like
Yeah.
you shouldn't start. At least I personally, I don't start watching any news in the morning. I try to meditate a bit, do some exercise. Sometimes, well, I try to build my habits, and ideally I would be like meditating, doing exercise, and doing some affirmations. You know, a positive start for the morning, and that's how you will build a good day, and not watching news and terrible things what you hear in the news. Mostly it's only negative things that you hear there, so I never
Mm-hmm.
watch news in the morning, and I really try to protect my mind and brain, that there is nothing, no negativity coming into my mind and brain in the morning. And often I listen to some meditation music in the morning. Somehow it helps me to calm down and focus for the day.
Mm-hmm. And I believe most people don't know how to jumpstart their morning. Most people don't know when they get up at morning what to do. You know, for me, when I get up on morning, first thing I pray anything after. Um,
Mm,
I find of recent that jazz music is so soothing to the soul because music tends to trigger off a effect on whether it
mm,
is, you feel in a dancing mood, you feel in a fighting mood because some
mm.
music, it have music that is violence, telling you to go and do wrong, to kill this one,
Yeah.
murder this one. Other music telling you to go to a party, feeling to dance and these kind of things. Other music, gospel music, making you feel, you're there to be bright, praising the Lord. So to me, gospel music, yes, that's great also. But what I
Mm,
realized of recent that jazz music, and researchers said that if you listen to jazz music, 12 minutes for the day, it basically calms your mind and make you think different about life and be more humble and everything. And like, for
okay.
example, when I'm like reading and such, I, listen to my jazz music while I read, and I find it help me to, focus on the content that I'm reading, not play any jazz music too loud, but just have it, just at a nice level, and just do everything if it is work or reading a book or just thinking about a situation. I find that it helps me throughout my day, and I think better and ideas come more efficiently, effectively, and my day just go nicely.
Okay, what kind of jazz music do you listen to? Because there's so many. It's a big
Well, to
wide
be honest, what I does, I go on my laptop and each day it have Monday Jazz Live, Tuesday Jazz Live. So today I just go on YouTube. Today being Thursday, Thursday, right? I will go on Thursday Jazz and live and just listen to it. And whole day for Thursday is just jazz music. So I don't have to go and switch to one jazz song to the next. So it's just throughout the day. It's just so it's like when you go like Starbucks, you say jazz music throughout. I get that feeling that like in Starbucks, but it's just in the presence of your home. So
wow.
I don't know if there's a strategy that Starbucks does to play the jazz music because most people who come in there is business people or people come in there to interact, to study. So that type of music now give you that that smooth and relief, that ease of mind, to be able to think
Yeah.
better and everything. So I believe that that is a great strategy for anyone who trying to focus throughout the day. You could tune into at least, let's say, 12 minutes or 15 minutes per day and listen to some soothing music.
Okay, but I will. That's a good tip. I don't listen to jazz music a lot, but I should try. I'm open to try, new things.
Yeah, because I personally find like, being in the Caribbean, and when I listen to, my Caribbean music, dancehall, Jamaican music, and these things, the content in the music is not great because it's always something negative, not being
Mm,
against, my Trinidad artists or my Jamaican artists,
yeah,
that how they make their living. But I want to be positive and I want to be able to think, to be, a creator, have ideas and put it to action. So these is the things that I want to keep myself always cool, because with this whole thing that going on globally here right now, the
mm,
atmosphere is not nice. Is
mm,
either someone, die today, and next person get crushed today, or next person, die from COVID. There's so many things going on right now. So you know how to focus on trying to develop you, trying to focus on having a better relationship in terms of your family life, and stop
yeah,
studying the news, because it is written in the Bible that the last days will be
yes,
perilous days and so many things will happen. So what people have to understand, that these things have to happen. So you
mm,
can't focus on, what going on here, what going on there. You have to focus on
mm,
you, not being selfish. But at the
yeah,
end of the day, you still try to motivate somebody. What we are doing here, if it is we could touch one heart today, that
yeah,
is success, at least one. So
yeah,
it's not to say that we are being selfish, So you just have to know about how to go about your day and, think about it and be positive. The negative
yeah,
thinking cause so many things on ourselves. Sometimes, we going good in life and we might hear something bad happen to a close person and we might break down, break down in tears, which is natural. But then we
mm,
break down so much that so many days come and we still in that, state of mind, that depressed state of mind, and that now cause mental problems or even
mm,
physical problems with you.
mm,
And people doesn't understand is that, yes, that happened, but all right, you weep a day or two, but you know how to focus on you being positive, being strong. Yes, you have that person in your mind in terms of remembrance, but you want to be strong, a strong individual.
yeah. I think it's important that you don't get stuck into this negative situation. You move on, and you realize, okay, bad things happen, but you shouldn't get stuck there. You move. You have to, you know, get out of that situation and start to move forward and look forward.
Correct.
Yeah, that's important.
Carmen, hi, good day, Carmen. Carmen
Mhm.
said music is
I,
an important part of our physical and emotional well being. So true, Carmen. That
yeah,
is definitely true.
it is.
And Maria,
It is.
big us up. She said, amazing and interesting topic. Always positive.
Yeah,
Always positive, Maria. Yeah.
yeah. There's no other. It's actually positivity. It's really a choice.
Yes. Yes.
Always. I mean, it's a classical thing. It's a glass is half empty or half full, but it's really a choice how you look at things.
Correct. And look how God blessed you with, when you was at a younger age, not
Mm,
thinking positive, but you got
mm,
someone in your life that
yeah.
started to think positive. Well, and then now that energy transfer from him to you, and two of you
Yes.
all, became one spirit, and you all thinking positive now. So that's to show
Yeah.
how energy is so important, and it is transferable. It
Yeah.
is
It's
transferable.
really amazing. Yeah, it's really amazing, and I've been so so grateful that I've met such a incredible person, and with whom I've been married now. I have to think I've been married 17 years now with him. So yeah, it's a blessing, really.
That is great. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's great when you find that person, and you know you don't need, I just tell people that you don't need a lot of friends. your husband or your wife can be your best
Mm.
friend, can be your lover, can be um your guidance, your counselor,
Yeah.
everything in one.
Yes.
Because in life, when you have a whole heap of friends, you could never pinpoint as to who is the snake in the grass. So let's say some confusion was to happen. You will never know if it's your best friend or if it is the stranger who maybe, do something bad within the bunch. And that's why you must keep your circle small. So when it is something happen now, you will know exactly who is the culprit in that small circle. So that is a true saying because they always say, never hang around with many people. Always try to keep your circle small, but
Mm.
a circle that can empower you, can lift you up. Jim Rohn says it best: you are the average of 5 people that you spend the most time with,
Mm.
and it's so true. So if you have people who uplifting you, you will be uplift, and that is the thing about it.
Yes. Yes. You're so right. So important to, you know, be observant about who you, which kind of people you have around you, and
Correct.
try to move further away from people who are like putting you down and don't
Yes.
appreciate you.
That is
So
the worst type of friends to have. You
yeah,
always positive and sprightly. You call your
yeah,
friend to tell your friend the good news. Hey girlfriend, I was able to land this deal with this
yeah,
company, this new contract that I got, and I
mm,
is a nice opportunity. And she was like, so you sure that you want to go and work for these people? You sure that this
mm,
contract will be for 6 months and you getting this money? When it is you supposed to say congratulations,
yeah,
all is well, but you now want to make your friend now be thinking like, oh gosh, I really wonder, this is my best friend, and she will guide me in the right way. So I really wonder if it is that I should take this deal. And your mind start to play tricks on you now. So you now thinking despondent and not realizing that this opportunity is great. And the thing about it, people don't understand that is an opportunity sometimes don't necessarily have to be good. It don't necessarily have to be bad, but it's what you make out of it.
mm,
Because I will say success is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. So
mm,
you presented with a new opportunity. If you go there and you last 2 months, but in that 2 months, you could learn so much that when that 2 months is finished now, with the ideas and the creativity that you have now, you can take that to maybe go and do your own business. And you could be so successful because just for that 2 months, what you learned, it make you now be able now to transition yourself and enter this new business where you can be successful. So
mm,
we have to
yeah,
understand that though something may not work out for a time that we wanted to work out, it not necessarily mean that you would not be blessed or succeed in the long run. And
mm,
that's why life is so funny, and life plays tricks on us, and it's only when as time go by we get to realize that if that did not happen to us in the past, we would not be able to reach the point
yeah,
where we at in life now. And we look back and laugh at it, is because it's like, I was in a company and I was doing maybe so much of nonsense, and look, today I am doing all these things. Everybody coming to
mm,
me, I giving advice, this and that. So it's unbelievable. But I would say that is God works. It's nobody else work,
yeah,
it's God works.
yeah, definitely.
Ca- Um, Carmen said here, I have a musician at home. My son Danny, 19, plays several instruments. Whoa,
Wow, that's amazing.
that's
Wow,
amazing, Carmen. That's
that's really
amazing.
nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
I also
that's
used to
nice.
play piano many, many years ago.
Hmm.
And last year we got a piano in our house, and I have thought of starting to play again because I think it's also good training for your brain.
Yes, it's so
So
true.
yeah,
That is so
so
true.
that's nice. Okay, that's really nice.
Um, I always say that, music, playing of music is always good for the brain, and good for the soul. But I never really, went into it. But it's something great for anyone that willing to, develop themselves. They could go into playing some sort of instrument. It is really
Mm.
good for, researching on it and these things. Yes, I
It
got good
is.
feedbacks from that.
It's good training, and also
Yeah.
in general, learning new things. It's good for your brain, and you really should be learning new things and new languages, and not just like sitting and watching TV. So
No.
or doing crosswords, or something.
I
So it's
I
important.
grown out of watching TV, I would say, because I have one or two favorite episodes that I will watch, maybe two or three, and then when the season is finished, I can't wait for the new season. But in that interim, I try to um listen to things that inspiring, that could edify you, because we always want to develop ourselves, because in life you can never stop learning. And the
Yeah.
more information that you have, that you can apply the knowledge, is great, that you could help someone, because some people have so many knowledge, but they're not applying the knowledge to teach someone or to show someone how to do this or how to do that. And
Mm.
to me, that is being selfish. We have to share the knowledge. We have to be empathetic in life, our experiences, and so forth.
Yes. So right.
So, how a day in Finland is for you? How you go about your day in Finland? What's the culture in Finland? Because I heard about Finland, yes, but I never been to the country. Maybe sometime, not too sure. Any country that new to visit is always great to know about the culture and so forth.
Yeah. Well, well, Finland is, how would I describe? This is modern Western welfare society, as
Hmm.
they call it, and our education system has been praised a lot. They say that our education system is one of the best of the world,
That's great. Yeah.
and Finland was just. Um, there is a study, and Finland is said to be the happiest country of the world.
Hmm.
I think it is the third year in a row. There are some meters you are looking at about safety and lack of corruption and social security, healthcare, all these things, and education. Certain things they are looking at, and based on that, they say, okay, Finland is the happiest country in the world. Yeah, we are here in the northern part of the Europe, which means
Hmm.
have long winters, dark season, short days. Now the spring is starting, and days are getting a bit longer. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Nature is very important for us. We have
Hmm.
beautiful
Yeah.
nature, and we have our country is very sparsely populated. There are not so many of us, so big area compared to
What's your
our population.
population?
It's
What's
around
your
6
population?
million,
Okay,
around 6 million,
our
and
population is
about
like.
330,000 square kilometers. So there are areas, especially in the north, where there are really few people here and there, not big cities. Most of the cities are located, biggest cities are located in the south.
Hmm.
And our country is like 1,200 kilometers long in the longest part. Russia is one of our neighbors, and then we have Sweden and Norway.
Okay.
So
All
that's our
right.
location, northern Europe, and we have hundreds of thousands lakes. So that's what
Wow.
we are famous for. So
That is
really,
nice.
if you are planning a trip to Finland, then you should come in summer, because then it's really beautiful. You can enjoy the nature and the lakes.
Hmm.
And in June, the sun is not coming down at all. It's there all night. So it's often difficult, especially for people coming from abroad, to get sleep in the night because it's so light.
Yeah,
It's really
that's
something worth experiencing here.
it sounds great. It sounds like a really, really nice country. And what I
Yeah,
admire most is you said don't have much corruption because many countries don't matter the big conglomerate country of the world is corruption. Our
yeah,
little country, our twin island, Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean region is
mm,
corruption. You know,
yeah.
so having a country that is not corrupted, is great to know that because this world is less corrupted.
It is,
So
and people say about us Finns that we are sincere and honest. We don't talk much.
okay.
We don't do a lot of small talk. Oh,
Small
that
talk,
sometimes
small
that
talk is gossiping. So if it is you all not doing much small talk, which is gossiping, that is great because they
yeah,
said that gossiping is our sin. That is nothing that you should do because with gossip now, when you gossip to one person and that one person gossip to our next person, they know this exaggerate and what you told them they will put in more and that becomes a
yeah,
lie. And then when a transfer is a whole heap of
yeah, yeah.
nonsense that's being talked about. So that's
That's true.
good to know that you all talk less and you all listen more.
Yeah,
Talk
we
less
listen
and
more,
listen more.
and sometimes it's like two people may be sitting on a bus, and they are like sitting and maybe watching out from the bus window. They are not talking to each other, but it's perfectly normal. We don't talk all the
Yeah,
time to each other. It's perfectly normal. People are in the same space, but they don't talk to each other. Then we think about things, and we don't just talk so much. So it's perfectly normal. It doesn't mean that we are like angry at somebody or something, but it's totally normal. So that's something you should know about us.
Maria said that is great to know.
Yeah. So yeah, but nature is really important to us, and we have
Yeah,
our sauna. I don't know. Have you heard about Finnish sauna? Sauna. It's
sauna.
like
What's
it's like a room. A room. It's like a room where you go and you there's a fireplace where you put some wood, and then
oh yes,
you
yes,
have
yes,
stove
yeah,
off, and then
yeah,
you pour water, and there will be steam, and it's a bathing thing, I would say.
hmm,
So relaxing, and afterwards in winter you might go outside, go out. You make, if there's a lake, you make a hole in the ice,
yeah,
and then you go there for the ice dip, and then you go back to the sauna. So that's also something we do in winter time. And in summer, we normally have saunas by the lake or the sea, and then we go and swim in the sea or the lake, and then go back to sauna. So that's also very Finnish. We have
yeah.
our saunas. Everybody
We
has them.
we only have two seasons for the year: dry season and rainy season.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
yeah,
Okay,
and
we
that's
have
about it.
yeah, we have
Yeah,
four totally different seasons, so which is really nice. Although here in southern part of the country nowadays there is not so much. The winter isn't really cold. Hasn't
okay,
been. But this year, fortunately, since we have COVID and people are not able to go and do their continue their hobbies, they can go outside and go skiing, because this year we've had such a great winter with a lot of snow even here in the south.
hmm,
So so that's really a blessing that after a long time we've been able to go skiing even here in the south. go downhill skiing and ice skating and do all those things outdoors. So wonderful.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's good to know that it still have nice countries out there, nice people also too, because in a world
Yeah.
that we're living in right now, that the days is shorter, because some people might say the days are longer, but I know different regions it might be shorter, it might be longer, but in our region right now, I find the days are running very fast. By the time you wake up in the morning, when you do check, when you do look, it's like 11 o'clock is noon. Then after, again, your check is in the evening. Then you're ready to, have dinner and then go and sleep. So it is written that, days will be shorter. And that is the time, of the coming of something great. So
Yeah.
I appreciate this topic on positive thinking. You coming from a positive country, having a positive family, it is great because the
Yeah.
energy it transfers to me that if I was having a down day, by having this discussion with you, my day naturally will be uplifted. So it's just to show that when someone communicates with you and how they communicate with you, that will you will know what your level of frequency will be at. If it will be at high in terms of being good or down in terms of being bad.
Mm.
I enjoyed this
Yeah.
conversation with you. And, once it is that both of us have the time again, maybe we could delve into a positive topic or maybe positive thinking part two or whatever the case is. So it was nice
Yeah.
chatting. So I don't know if you want to say anything to anyone in closing.
No, I mean, no, it's I'm really happy and grateful you invited me to this live session. It's been a pleasure, and I think it's a pleasure for me if I can influence anybody to become more positive, and any people around me in my near circle. It's just makes me happy if I can uplift anybody. I think
Correct.
that's
And
why we are here for, to
yeah, at least if it's
uplift.
one person, at least if it's
Yes,
one person.
exactly.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
imagine you could uplift one person each day for
yeah,
365 days in the year, and you're doing
yeah.
that for a lifetime. You know how many
Wow.
people
Yeah,
you could, uplift. So
yeah.
we have to start somewhere. So,
Yes, exactly.
yeah,
That will be
correct.
great. Yeah, that will be my task.
Well, yes, that will be a nice challenge indeed. That
Yeah.
will be.
Yes.
So I wish you a blessed and enjoyable evening, and
Thank you.
wish your husband a happy, good day for me. And
Thank you.
you do have a blessed one. Enjoy.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you. It's been a
welcome.
pleasure. Take care.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.